And with that, we now welcome in the head coach of the Bears, Mike Martin, as well as graduate student captain Tom Anong Cho. We hand it over to Mike Martin for his opening statement. Mike.
Every loss is hard. That's a hard one there. I think we'll see that. Obviously, the stretch to start the second half, until midway through the second half, we didn't have a lot going offensively. Yale, I think credit to their players and their staff, took advantage of some offensive situations. They have some, really good offensive players, and thought they attacked us in some isolation situations. Obviously, Swain, Gabadon a little bit, Noling a little bit, and we fouled too much. So I think that stretch there where, if you look at the numbers and the possessions, our offense obviously wasn't great, far from it. Our defense got us back in the game in the last 10 minutes, but just too many possessions that we can't get back on both ends with, maybe some stagnant offense, relying a little bit too much on T and Keno, and obviously T was terrific as once again, but the defense, I thought, and again, I think you have to credit Yale because they made some tough shots and they stretched their lead, and when they didn't make shots, they had a couple key offensive rebounds. Obviously, that last one in the last, whatever it was, 30 seconds.
Coach, you talked about the defense. You held Yale to just 1 of 7 shooting from beyond the arc in the second half. What adjustments were there, especially perimeter defense?
Well, we fouled a lot. They didn't take as many. We fouled too much. They took a ton of free throws in the second half. But, I thought we just had a little bit more urgency closing out. I thought Mitchell did a very good job on Swain down the stretch. I don't think he hit a three after he hit the one step back early in the second half, and then Mitchell did a really good job on him, I thought, forcing tough shots, but it wasn't good enough.
Team, we've seen this a few times now of late from you. The team struggling to score a little bit down the stretch, and you have literally put the team on your back. What you did down the stretch, you scored 28. Do you kind of feel the sense of urgency in those moments when maybe they close it, when they're getting out on your shooters like Keno, that I have to look for my offense?
I wouldn't say that. It's part of the game, part of the flow of our offense. Our team trusts me to make the right plays, so I try to be a little bit more aggressive, especially like you said, when things aren't as fluid as they should be. But it's credit to my teammates. They found me the right spots, spaced out, trusted me. Guys on the bench telling me, go attack. So that's really where the source of the credit should go.
Coach, before the game, you said to David in an interview that you want to win every game, and you got now 9 left to try and get to the Final Four of this Ivy League. With some of the youth in the team, some of the experience of the team, how do you leverage some of the team's strengths to really impress the sense of urgency going into these next couple of games? Because you don't want to fall too far off the league, the Final Four of the league, obviously, and 1-4 to start is disappointing, but still control your own destiny.
There was a lot there. Let me try to take it as much as I can. I'm not worried about a sense of urgency. I don't think it's a matter of not caring enough and not playing hard enough and having, enough urgency. I think we have to find answers, right? There's some guys who didn't play that maybe can help us, and we got to look at that in practice, both offensively and defensively. There's some guys that are playing right now, but I know can play better. There's a whole lot I need to do better, and our staff needs to do better as far as putting guys in positions to be better, both offensively and defensively. I thought Jalen was terrific tonight, protecting the rim and protecting the paint, and we need that from him. I think that there's a lot of really good pieces on this team, and it's my job to find a way to put them all together. I think the more we all we can control is having a great practice on Wednesday. We're going to be off tomorrow. I'm not worried about, postseason, or I'm focused on having a great practice on Monday, and people can doubt us, and that's fine. I know the type of people we have, and I'm confident that we'll have a great week of practice and then see where we're at on Saturday.
T, all week and really all season, people have talked about your leadership on this team. First thing Scott said to me when I met him was, T, that's the guy. You had 30 points tonight, 12 rebounds. What was your message to the rest of your team after the game?
After the game, this game?
Today.
I mean, we haven't really talked yet, but like Coach said, I'm looking forward to practice on Wednesday. And just making sure that we're heading the right direction, making sure guys is chins are up. Next game mentality, things that we got to fix, things like that. That's kind of where my head's at right now, in terms of leadership, in terms of our guys on the team. So yeah.
Mike, you mentioned Jalen. How much closer was that to what you're going to need from him if you guys are going to go on a run here down the stretch?
Yeah, I mean, we all see what he does for our defense, and we've got to, obviously we've got depth and we've got options and guys that are behind him. But I just felt tonight like he was such a presence down there. We needed him on the court as much as we could, and probably the most minutes he's played all year, other than the Vermont game. So yeah, Jalen is. I mean, we all see his physical gifts, and we need him to have the same kind of mentality he had tonight. That nothing's going to be easy, and that helps us. And I think on the perimeter, we can do a better job. Certainly in the first half of getting out on shooters, we gave up too many threes to guys that obviously are really gifted 3-point shooters.
You didn't have chemo tonight. Any update on him?
I don't know what I can say. What I can't say, he's in some health protocols, and we think he'll be back, soon.
T, Coach, thanks for the time.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Coach Mike Martin and Tom and Ong Cho talking things over after